Just to switch things up, I decided to have this video come out in a 4:3 aspect ratio rather than the typical 16:9. Make things a bit more interesting to film and create. But anyway, we got the same old food log review to talk about, so here goes. There's a whole load of stuff on the screen. This is going to be the first out of the two slides that I show, and I'll just add insight where I think is necessary through saying things that aren't on the slides. With, as I've said, this being the first one. I want to talk about my water intake, and I'll start off with how I went about it today. I really don't know why I didn't wash my flask, but I didn't, and the want to have 3 cups wasn't something that I really had. It was just something I did, and it seemed to work. I just drink one after the other and then after the other, and in my mind I was easily able to track how much water I was drinking approximately when I had all the cups by my side, because I guess that there are approximately 500 milliliters for tracking's sake, to make it easy to track and drink more water rather than to actually really find out exactly how much each cup could hold. I just class all of them 500 milliliter cups of water, even though I know that they're all different shapes and sizes. In other words, it's obvious that some of them aren't. It's obvious that some of them might not be able to hold 500 milliliters worth of water. Yeah. I really like how that went. I really like how I did yesterday. Yesterday being the 21st, seeing as I'm making this review on the 22nd. I really like how I did yesterday. I think that if I just keep this up, actually I've got my water here, but anyway, if I just keep this up, then I'm definitely on the way to mastering my water intake. I'd have to go about mastering my water intake in a different way as my life situation changes, but within my current life situation, if I keep on using systems that work for me and I keep finding things that work, then I'm definitely on the way to mastering my nutrition, let alone just my water intake, as I believe that my water intake is a part of my nutrition, in terms of, as I believe nutrition is about what you eat and what you drink. Alright. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to talk about something else as well. I'd be having my fruits, and I'd be drinking my water, but even still, it feel like sometimes acid will want to come up from my stomach up to my windpipe. Pardon me. It feels like it want to come back up to my throat, like bubbles are coming up, gas bubbles are coming up in my system where they shouldn't be going. If anything, everything should be going down, and then I shit the gases out. But it doesn't seem, shit and fart the gases out, but it doesn't seem like that. That isn't how my system was to work completely, even though that definitely does happen. It's unfortunate, really, and in saying that though, I don't want to make it seem like there's nothing I can do about that. I can get professional help. I am aware of that, and it's something that I could at bare minimum talk to the GP about, especially after I've got settled into this move. Pardon me, that will soon be happening. That didn't feel like acid reflux there. It was just a burp. But sometimes it feel like I'd be experiencing indigestion. That's the feeling I'm thinking of. It just does not feel nice whatsoever in my system. So there's that, and With the way how the takeaway tasted, I would genuinely, from an impulsive perspective, would like to go and get another one today because the universal credit check has come through in these past couple to few days, and with the way how it tasted that time, I'd like to go back out after it stopped raining and go get some. However, I do understand that that is just an impulsive decision and a craving, perhaps. I wouldn't think of it like that in the recent past, but I could class it as that to further understand what it is that I'm doing. Like Emma McAdam from Therapy in a Nutshell said, name it to tame it. It's a mental health skill. And I apply that in my life from time to time. Yeah. Is there really much else to say? I mean, it's all on the screen, so I don't think so, but I say, in terms of today, the day after, in terms of today on the 22nd when I'm filming this, I say to counter that feeling of indigestion and or acid reflux, I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two terms, or if there is a difference. I say just keep on drinking and keep on eating fruits and just see what happens and just see if there's anything I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's the sort of fruits I'm eating. The oranges taste quite sour, so they could be quite acidic in my system and they might not be helping that feeling of indigestion. Even though I do think they help with constipation, I don't really know what to do other than to, one, get professional help, and two, build on my knowledge based on nutrition and act on that so that I can further test and develop my nutritional database. This Akash Vakela from RNT Fitness calls it, in which you try out different meals and you find how your body responds to them. Whether in terms of whether your body bloats, whether your body doesn't bloat, and if you experience indigestion from it, or what feels like heartburn or something like that. An acidic feeling where I feel is personally by my sternum. I experienced that, for example, when I eat onions raw or caramelized. For example, you might have raw onions in a burger, and even caramelized, I still experience it. But yeah, maybe I should steer away from having a lot of onions because I just don't like the feeling that I have around that area, the sternum area, in between my pecs, wherever that is in the digestive tract or gastrointestinal tract, GI tract. That is just, I don't want to have that feeling. So I definitely think I should avoid having a certain amount of onions. And by a certain amount of onions, I mean enough to the point I'd experience that feeling. Yeah. However, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. I sense I'm on the verge of starting to get a headache a bit. So that's it. I'm done. Cheers to drinking more water as I did yesterday compared to the day before, and I plan to keep that up. But if I don't keep it up to the same level, then that's fine. I would say I need to drink just a little bit more than I did yesterday on the 21st, because I was still feeling a bit dehydrated. Or that feeling that I was talking about, that what I called acid reflux or indigestion feeling I was talking about, I'm starting to experience it now. Just after drinking and burping a couple of times. As I said, I've got my solutions in place. I'm not going to go GP right now, but I can go out my way to further develop my nutritional database and try and find some explanation for what I'm experiencing here. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Just we finito, I'm done. And on to all of the other videos that I've got for today and all of the other tasks I've got set for myself today. Peace.